Hey guys, and welcome back to Star Circle Sunday. It's your girl K-Star once again. It's a new year, like I always say. I'm just excited, man. It's 2019. Like, it's a brand new year. It's a brand new start. Like, it's just all positive energy. Like, I don't know about y'all, but this year is gonna be great. Already has been great. I just released my first visual off my second project, Seasons. This is project number 2. And I'm so excited because it's really long overdue. I was supposed to release it last year, but like how I was talking about in the last video, steering clear of distractions. Sometimes you get distracted, but I'm back on track. Like I always say, I'm 100% focused and nothing can take me off my game. Like I'm on a roll this time and just tunnel vision. That being said, I do want to talk a little bit about my second project, Seasons, the little background history behind it, because I know Heart of a Leo had a lot of personal stories on it, but Seasons is actually about 4 phases of a seasonal relationship. It could be a friendship, a romantic relationship. What inspired Seasons is this poem that I read a long time ago, and it's called Reason, Season, or a Lifetime. It's actually my favorite poem. You can actually Google it, like They're in Your Life for a Reason, which is, it could be short term or long term, But a seasonal person is specifically what I was going through at the time. Like I met several seasonal people. I had several seasonal friendships, several seasonal relationships. In those relationships, I learned a lesson. And that's how you know they're seasonal, because you learn like a life lesson. And you grow from it. I was seeing a guy back in 2015, and I was in a very vulnerable place. Like I told y'all, like I keep it real with y'all. Like my journey is no walk in the park. I've been homeless before. I've been through a lot of different situations that made me strong and made me who I am today. So I have no regrets. But I was recording Heart of a Leo at this time. So I was always in the studio. I was always at work. Like that's where my time went. I was super busy and I didn't really have a lot of time to see this person. So majority of our relationship was through the phone, you know what I mean, through text. And, just being vulnerable, going through things. And long story short, 8 months later, well, I'm gonna just break all the way down. Back in 2015, I was seeing this guy, and it was majority a text relationship because of my schedule. I was always at work, or on my days off, I was always at the studio because I was recording Heart of a Leo, and I didn't get a lot of time. We didn't see each other a whole lot, and I never been to over his house, or nothing like that. So, just being like the focused girl that I am, I wasn't really paying attention to like the red flags. Like the red flags were there, you know what I mean? He had told me that he had just got out of a relationship 3 months prior, and he wasn't ready to be in a relationship, and I wasn't trying to be in a relationship either. But I really was like infatuated with this dude. We were both into the same things. So I fell for him, I fell for him because of what he portrayed himself to be. He wasn't really that person, but he portrayed himself to be a particular person. And I fell for it. It happens. Like, it happens. Life happens, But long story short, 8 months into our relationship, we actually made it official at like the 6-month mark or something like that. And he called me like a couple days after and just broke up with me out of nowhere and was just like, I just want to be by myself. I want to travel. I want to do things with my life. Like I don't want to be in a relationship. So it was just so sudden. I'm just like, really? Like, if I told y'all the stories, it was just a lot. It was a lot of red flags that I should have just paid attention to. It's a long story, but we're not going to get all into the details, nothing like that. I'm just trying to keep it short and blunt because this happened 3 years ago. So long story short, you know, I found out he has a whole girlfriend 8 months later. And I felt so bad, you know, because I've never been that type of girl to, you know, like be with anybody who was taken. So that came as a shock to me. My heart dropped when he told me. He called me one morning, like maybe like 2 weeks after he broke up with me. He called me because we were still talking after that, like, and he called and said that he had a girlfriend and she was on the phone. And I was just shocked. I was heartbroken. I was so hurt, because I genuinely like love this dude, you know what I mean? But how can you really love somebody if you don't really see them? So I would just say, I mean, when I love somebody, like, I love hard. Like, I accept you for who you are. I love unconditionally. So, like, I can honestly say on my behalf, I did love him. Even though it wasn't mutual, I know when I love somebody, and I would have did anything for him. That's how I know I really loved him. And that's why I was so heartbroken, because, you know, you get hurt, but being hurt and heartbroken, or being disappointed and heartbroken, are two different things. Like, I was heartbroken. Like, I felt like my heart just, like, was being ripped out of my chest. Like, I was in pain. Like, I was in a real, you know, bad place, you know? So after that situation happened, I was writing lyrics. Like, you know, I was writing about it in my journal. You know, I was documenting the whole entire situation the whole entire time. So right after I released Heart of a Leo, I was like, you know, I'm gonna use this experience as, you know, a creative project. You know what I mean? I'm gonna turn this situation into, you know, my art, because it's real to me, and it's real pain, and it's real life. You know what I'm saying? Like, us as women, we gotta protect our hearts, man. Like, if you see a red flag, like, ladies, do not ignore it. Like, please don't ignore it. If he tells you that he just got out of a relationship, that is a red flag. Do not get your feelings involved. If a man has just gotten out of a relationship, do not take it serious, man. Like, that's from my personal learning experience. That's number one. Number two is, if a man is not spending time with you, like, if a man is not taking you out on a date or just spending time with you, you know what I mean? That's a red flag, because you're hiding something. Why can't you see me? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what is it? Like, so that's number two. And the final red flag in that situation that I want you guys to also be aware of is, if he goes more than a week or two without talking to you, that's a huge red flag. Because it's like, a week, I can understand if you went on vacation or something like that, but just out of nowhere, if they just go missing for a week or two, they got something else going on. Like, I promise you. Like, and just, you know, communication is key. You know, I'm just speaking from my personal experience. Just don't get your heart wrapped up in somebody so soon. You know what I mean? Take your time with people. Like, do not get your feelings and stuff. And that's the thing about me, is that I don't even fall in love easily at all. Like, I really be dodging guys, like, right and left. Like, for real, I really do. I'm the girl that's always saying I don't want to be in a relationship. That's me. And the reason why I say that is because, like, I'm very driven and focused. I've always been that way. And every time I start talking to a guy, it's always a distraction. Like, they don't understand what I'm trying to do with my life. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I've dated the good guys that want to marry me and settle down, but I'm not ready for that right now. Like, I'm not ready to settle down and get married. Well, to be honest with you, like, I'm open for things like that, but I'm not ready to just, like, give up my career for a relationship. Like, I'm not ready to give up my dreams to be with any man. Like, I'm sorry. And that's just what the situations have been. Either they want a baby right now, or they want to, you know, like, I'm not ready for that right now. Like, I'm ready to tour. I tell y'all all the time, like, I'm focused, man. Like, I'm focused. I've been making this happened for a long time. So like a relationship, it really is the last thing on my mind, to be honest with you. But I just want to give y'all a little background on Seasons. That's what happened. That's how we ended. I found out he had a girlfriend. I broke it off with him, and you know, I moved on. I decided to be celibate after that situation. I was celibate for a year after that situation, because I told you I was really damaged. I was hurt. I was so hurt. And any guy that I met after that situation, I was telling them what happened, and I was telling them I have to heal. Like, I'm seriously hurt. Like, I have to heal. And you know, my celibacy, like those friends, those guy friends that I befriended during that time, their true colors came out in the end. You know, just like they're supposed to. God told me to be celibate so that it can expose the ones who aren't genuinely for me. You know, guys, so I don't mean to shove my celibacy down your throat, but I'm just telling you, like, if you really want to know a guy's real intentions for you, hold out, because like you will save yourself like disappointment. Because I really thought these guys were genuinely my friends. Like, we would hang out, we would have fun, it was innocent, you know, and next thing you know, they just mad at you, like, or they just go distant, you know what I mean? And I'm the type of person, if you show me, you know, that you are not genuine, like, I could see right through it, you know what I'm saying? I could see, like, oh yeah, in the beginning you all hyped to hang out with me and stuff like that, but as 6 months down the line, now nothing happened, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just happy that I'm celibate, y'all, because it's been really exposing it's been exposing these guys. Yeah, so Seasons is out right now, and the first song is called Let You Go, and pretty much the 4 phases of a seasonal relationship is, the first phase is infatuation. Like, it's been rare for me to find a guy that I'm attracted to. We have chemistry, we have a lot in common. Like, that's what makes you infatuated, you know what I mean? So I was infatuated. And the second step of a seasonal romantic relationship, we're talking about romantic relationships, like, you feel it in your spirit, like something is wrong, like something is off about this, but you like him so much or her so much that you ignore it. Always listen to your intuition, so you ignore it, right? Which leads you to the next phase of, now you done fell in love with this person, you know what I mean? Like, and it's too late. You head over heels, you already wrapped up, you know what I mean, in their little blanket, like their little love blanket. You already wrapped up, so it's kind of hard to break away so easily. But eventually you see their true colors. You see, you know what I'm saying, that they're not what you thought. And fourth phase is, you gotta let it go. And when you learn how to let it go, you'll grow, you know. But it's not easy. It's definitely not easy, but if you do, you'll grow, you'll learn from the experience, and you'll apply the lessons that you learn, and hopefully be able to talk to the next person about your experience, because it's definitely not fun getting your heart broken, that's for sure. But I'm not afraid to talk about my life and my experiences at all, y'all. Like, if y'all ever want to know anything about me, just let me know. So that's what Seasons is about. My life is great. My life is thriving. My life is progressing. My life is elevating. So I'm just very focused right now, and I'm happy single, and that's just what it is right now. I know y'all probably looking like at my wall like, oh my gosh, what is all these notes on her wall? But it's really affirmations, guys. I write down affirmations that I read every single morning while I'm feeling inspired and just, you know, motivated, and it helps me just get the day started and just keeps my mind going on positive thinking. If you want to try it, you should. I mean, honestly, it's just like about God and just my beliefs and like things that I want to accomplish, and just things that, quotes that can keep me in a positive state of mind. So I write that on my wall back there, if you were wondering, because I know I usually shoot behind my other wall over there, but you know, I just want to be a little personal today because my project seasons is really about my life and it's very personal, and this video is very personal. But I wanted to let you guys know the inside story on season. Honestly, hopefully this is the last sad project that I have. I hope from this point forward nobody else breaks my heart. I pray, because it's not a good feeling, you know, to be betrayed and lied to the whole entire time. It's not a good feeling at all, and I believe in karma, so whatever that person does, you know what I'm saying, he's gonna reap. Because I was nothing but a good person to him. I didn't deserve that. He could have told me the truth, you know, but it is what it is, you know. It's a lesson learned. You move on and you grow. You're gonna hear all 4 phases, all 4 songs, you know, very, very soon. But Let You Go is out right now, so make sure you go check it out on my YouTube channel, and please subscribe, guys. Please subscribe. Yeah, guys, with that being said, thank you once again for watching and for supporting me, because it's not easy. My shirt says, "Are you living or existing?" And it's so important in life to just do what you love and live, you know what I mean, versus be comfortable and just exist. I love you so, so much. I'll see you guys next week.